Well, hey friends, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you are new. I'm so happy that you are here for this video. So today we're going to be spending a little bit of time in our kitchen. I really have not touched our kitchen or changed anything since right after the holiday season. So I'm looking forward to just going in there and giving it just a really simple refresh. I'll definitely be using a lot of the same pieces that we already own and have been enjoying, but I want to add in a couple of everyday items that are just kind of timeless and that I can use all throughout the year. So I did what I like to do when I want just a little bit of fun money, a little bit of me money, is I went through my decor closets, found some pieces that I'm no longer really loving or enjoying, and sold those on Facebook Marketplace to give me just a little bit of a budget to grab a couple of new things. So I do have a small haul to share with you all before we head into the kitchen to start decorating. A few of these items I got on Amazon and they were such good deals. I'm really excited to share with you. And then one of the items is from a boutique in Boone. In one of my recent uploads, I shared a trip to Boone with two of my girlfriends, and one of them owns a cabin up there. And it is just the most beautiful, quaint, and just thoughtfully curated little Airbnbs that I've ever seen. And so I did a little tour. She was so gracious and let me just kind of pull out my camera and take some video footage for y'all. So if you didn't see that video, definitely go back and check it out. But I also brought you along into some of the cute boutiques in downtown Boone, as well as some antique stores. So it was just a really fun one, but there was one piece that I found during that trip that honestly inspired all of this in the kitchen. So I'm excited to share that with you. And then I have an item from HomeGoods and a lamp from Target. So I did get a couple of new things just to kind of spruce it up, but like I said, nothing super seasonal and things that I'm gonna get to enjoy for pretty much year round, I guess, for months and months to come. So the first item is that one in Boone that I want to share with you, and it is a butter dish. This was from the store, I believe it's called HomeGoods, and it is a beautiful boutique. It reminded me a lot of House Holm, kind of like meets Anthropology. It's just a gorgeous little boutique, but they had a lot of pieces in their boutique that we carried in our shop, from different hand towels to kitchen items and decor pieces, throw blankets. So it was kind of a cute little throwback to go in there and be like, oh my goodness, I remember when I was shopping, you know, for these items. So there actually is butter in this right now, which is why I'm being careful. I thought the brand was on the bottom of this one, but it isn't. I am jumping on the blue trend slowly but surely. I have never been a huge fan of just the color blue in general. There's nothing against it. It can be done so tastefully and beautifully, but it just hasn't been my color. As y'all know, I love green. I have green pants on right now. I just like my wardrobe, my home is kind of the color palette of my outfit today. So I am branching out and testing out some new things, and I'm really excited about that. So I wanted to find at least one more blue inspired piece to bring into the kitchen. I'm not going crazy with the blues, but we're just gonna do a couple of little touches here and there. I was browsing first on Facebook Marketplace, and I've also had my eyes open every time I've gone into an antique store. But I've really wanted one of these beautiful Ohio stoneware bowls. They are gorgeous, and McGee & Co. has a beautiful like batter bowl. I believe it's a batter bowl. It might just be a mixing bowl, but it has a little spout to it on their website, and I love it and think it's just the prettiest thing, but it's just a wee bit above my budget. So I was browsing online and found this one, and it's 8 inches. It comes in a couple of different sizes, but it is the cutest little thing. So I'm thinking I'll put either some lemons or avocados or bananas or apples. I mean, basically just any type of fruit or veggie, faux or real in here and just have it kind of displayed in the kitchen. Also from Amazon, I grabbed these beautiful little branches. I was looking for something just a little bit like thin that I could throw in this big kind of European jug that I got at the antique store a couple of years ago. And I have gone outside and shopped my lawn, but I just haven't found exactly what I'm looking for. I don't know if it's just like the season or what we have available to us. So this came in a pack of 2. The other one is still in the package, but I just wanted to share it. We're gonna play with it. I haven't decided exactly how much I love it yet, so we'll see. But what I do like is that the leaves are a really pretty green color, and a lot of what I was seeing online is more of that like lime green, and it just looks so fake, and that's not the look that I was going for. So we'll see. We'll play with these. Also on Amazon, I found these cutie little figs. They are faux, and they honestly are really cute. I like the coloring on them where you've got a little bit of that kind of like burgundy mixed in with the green. I think that they could be really pretty in the summer, but also even into the fall. This came as a set of 6. My one find from HomeGoods is this cute little cutting board. So I really just needed something that was going to layer well with either a cookbook or another cutting board that would fit well underneath our kitchen cabinets. And this little guy was $10 at HomeGoods, and just cute. I think it's gonna get the job done. I think it's gonna look good. I really like the darker walnut color, and it does have some text at the bottom, just a little heads up. It doesn't bother me because I was putting things in front of it anyway, so it kind of hides that. But for the price, this is a really good piece. The last item that I grabbed for the kitchen is this cutie little lamp from Target. So this one actually came in 2 pieces. So I went ahead and just picked out a little lampshade that I thought would look nice in our home. I didn't want to do anything stark white just because we're cooking in the kitchen. Something might splatter, you never know. And also we do have pretty white walls, and I wanted a little bit of a softness added to that space. This base is the prettiest green color, and it looks so nice in our home with the other greens that we have. We have the Annie Sloan accent wall over in our living room, which opens up into the kitchen. And this is a very close match. So I do love that it kind of ties that green into the kitchen space. And it's just like, all I can think about is like just soft. I love that it's very muted, but it's got some texture, and it's just a beautiful pairing. I'll link everything that I can down below in the video description. But I think the sun has come out enough that we can head over into the kitchen and do a little bit of decorating. That space tends to be the darkest room in our house because it is enclosed on 2 sides by wall. And we have tossed around the idea of knocking out some walls more times than I can count. But it just doesn't really make sense, at least in this season. So forgive me if it's a little bit cozier. We may have to throw the lamp on for a little extra lighting, but I hope you enjoy and get a little bit of decorating inspiration. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Alrighty friends, let's go and decorate. All right, here is the kitchen. It's mostly bare except for a few staple pieces that we like to keep out. I always find it helpful to start with a clean slate when I'm refreshing a space. But if you've been following for a long time, you've definitely heard me mention framing out our refrigerator. And this year, we're gonna make it happen. I am determined. I'd love to soften that big black side of the fridge by adding some beadboard to match our backsplash. Something about that texture just feels like very timeless and cozy, and I think it'll help the space feel a little bit more cohesive and bright. While we're over on this side of the kitchen, let's talk about the top of the fridge. It's not the most exciting spot in the kitchen, but it's definitely valuable real estate, so I'm adding a couple of simple baskets for bread storage and just whatever else we need to tuck away. Super functional, but also adds a little bit of warmth and texture to this space. One thing that we added to our kitchen about 6 months ago is our Bella air fryer. It's definitely on the bigger side, but honestly, we use it every single day, so it's totally worth giving it a permanent spot. It's one of those practical pieces that has just earned its place in our everyday setup. Okay, let's talk about these stems for a second. So I shared them in the decor haul at the beginning of the video, and I've got to say, now that I've had an opportunity to really mess around with them and try to style them, I love them. They have this wispy, whimsical quality that adds just the right touch of softness to this space. It also adds just a little cute, fun pop of spring. So I tucked them into one of my favorite European jugs, and I think it adds the perfect little bit of movement and interest without being too crazy. Right next to them, I also added these little artificial figs, and I'm honestly obsessed. I popped them into this glass jar that used to hold my oats, and now it's this cute little moment on the counter. And finally, this little dessert stand with a few muffins. It's such a simple addition, but having baked goods out on display in the kitchen just makes it feel really cozy and lived in. These small updates may seem simple, but they're the kind of things that make the kitchen feel just cozy, loved, and functional for our everyday life. It's not about reinventing the whole space, it's just about finding those timeless pieces that really work for the way that we live. If you enjoyed this little refresh, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. We've got some fun things coming up, including getting our front porch and our sunroom ready for summer, looking to just do some projects out there and just make it a fun and enjoyable space to be this summer season. Thanks so much for spending a few minutes here with me today. I hope you enjoyed this one. I always appreciate you being here and watching. Don't forget to say hey in the comments down below, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Bye, friends.